fall down. I know you.
Hey you guys, welcome back and welcome if you're new here. My name is Josie and I'm a wife and mom to two little ones, and today we're doing a living room makeover. I haven't shown you guys this space since Christmas, but this is where we left off, white sofa and all. We actually sold our white sofa on Facebook Marketplace. Y'all, I have given white sofas enough of my sanity for the past 5 years, and I've decided to go darker. And so we partnered with CHITA in today's video, which I'm so excited. They were one of my goal partnerships to work with because I heard so much good reviews from their furniture and their sofas. And so today we have their Kenna modular sofa in the color teddy bear brown. Yep, guys, we went all brown. I have been seeing brown sofas become more and more popular, and I love them, that they're so moody and that you don't need to wait until fall to get that moody feel in your living room. And well, I'm just over white. White is very much still in style, and this sofa does come in white as well, but I just couldn't do it anymore. It was driving me crazy. I would not recommend white sofas if you're a mom, no matter if it's fully cleanable or not, fully washable, I mean. It's just not worth the stress. I love this sofa. This sofa is feather filled, and also the cushions are reversible, which I love. You can see right away as I'm unboxing it how excited I was to just lay on it, because you could just tell the quality and how fluffy it was. I absolutely love this sofa. My whole family does. And not only are the cushions reversible, but they're also washable, although I know I'll be washing this way less than my white sofa. Plus the fabric is performance fabric, so it's super easy to spot clean with just a rag, and so I've experienced. Super plush and super large. Me and my kids fit on just one of these pieces, and we have just been loving it. If you're interested in checking out CHITA, I will leave everything down below, as well as any discount code they give me for you guys. You can arrange the sofa in any which way you want and add as much pieces as you desire. Okay guys, so it's been a couple of days since we've assembled our CHITA sofa. The last piece, the middle piece, came in last, which is why it's a little fluffier than the rest, because we've been chilling on the other ones. We're obsessed. I'm so obsessed with the fact that I don't have to drench my sofa with a bunch of sheets anymore, because it's white and I don't want it to get dirty. So we've been enjoying it just like this, and we're literally obsessed. This is the layout that, oh, and it's also super easy to clean. I used to hate, you could not spot clean a white couch because it would leave water stains, and it just didn't look as new if you tried to just spot clean it as opposed to washing the whole cover. But I've been spot cleaning this from yogurt and different things that my children get on it, and it's been literally new. But anyways, this is the layout. We had to get rid of one of the side tables because it went all the way over there. I put my tree back over here, and then this little collage is always there. We had to get rid of one of the chairs, and then the only thing I want to do is add ottomans over here and storage ottomans, and I want to find really good ones, so I'm going to take my time with that. It's not going to be in today's video. I'm probably going to try to sell the other chair first to use that to buy the ottomans. But yeah, so the ottomans will go here. The tree is over there, and then because we got rid of one of the side tables over here, I'm gonna put a lamp from Walmart. I bought a gold stand lamp, very basic, $35, but I DIY'd the lampshade with a really nice pattern. So I'm gonna show you guys how I did that, and then we're gonna get the rest of the space decorated.
It tastes kind of bitter to say I'm sorry when I know that I did nothing wrong. You think you're better.
So what I'm doing here is just unboxing a Walmart lamp that I got for $35. It's a very basic gold Walmart floor lamp. I wanted a floor lamp because we're not keeping the other side table, and so my whole idea was to get fabric from Hobby Lobby and wrap the lampshade in a nice pattern to kind of make it look more expensive.
If you don't like me, I don't understand.
All right, you guys, it's late now, and I'm probably just gonna do the fabric off camera. I'm not sure yet, but the lampshade that it came with is too big, and I want a cone one anyway. So I had this one from previous lamps that had broken, and the only problem is, like, this is meant for just like the lampshade that has like the circle that you just put it on, and this one is meant for like this type, and there's no, like, they don't have the two, it doesn't have the two prongs to be able to put this in. And so when we replaced those lampshades in our bedroom, I have bought this thing to be able to put that one in that lampshade, because it was the same thing. And this little piece we have extra. So if I'm able to put this, I thought I would be able to just slip this in, but the wire's there. And then once I put this in, then I could attach this on it and then put the cone lampshade, which is what I really want. And so what my husband is basically going to do is he's going to cut like a slit here so that we can just like slip it in and pray that that works, so that we could use the cone lampshade instead of that big round ones, because I don't want to go back to round, because the round ones came from these lamps and I don't like the style anymore. I like more cone shaped lampshades, and so I really want to use that one and then wrap that one in the fabric.
You just wasting my time if you don't like me now. If you don't like me, if you don't like me.
So the process for the lampshade, I use a YouTube tutorial, and I will link exactly the tutorial that I use down below. Do not use my video as a tutorial, because mine didn't come out as perfect, but it's pretty straightforward and it was pretty easy. You basically get some craft paper, and this craft paper is from Walmart. And you just trace out the lampshade on both sides, and then you have to add like ½ inch to everything to give you more fabric to be able to like wrap it around the lampshade. And then you trace that onto your fabric. This fabric is from Hobby Lobby. It was like $5.99 because they have 30% off every other week for their fabric, and I love the striped pattern, although it doesn't come out like straight on the lampshade, because the lampshade is the shape of a cone. It comes out kind of slanted, but it still looked so good. And then you trace it, and then I use from the tutorial that I watched, they use a specific spray, and so I bought the same exact spray from Walmart, and you basically just spray it and then put it onto the lampshade, tuck everything in, and yeah, you have a fabric lampshade that has a pattern on it. And you can do this with any pattern. You could even change it seasonally, I can imagine, just like taking off the old one and putting in a new one. I don't think I will do that, but that's an idea. And if you have any old lampshades lying around, you can definitely do this and add a little bit of interest to your decor, and something that no one else will have, because it's a DIY.
Everything for you. I've been perfect for you. If you don't like me, I don't understand. Try to say something, you put your head in the sand. I'm so confused. Are you just wasting my time? If you don't like me now. If you don't like me, if you don't like me, I don't understand. Try to say something, but you just put your head in the sand. I'm so confused. Are you just wasting my time? If you don't like me now, I'm losing my mind. And you never said a word. No, in 2 hours you now said it all.
Learning to style a brown couch instead of a white sofa was definitely different. I usually went darker on the throws with my wife's sofa as well as my pillows, but I had to pull out this cream one that I've had from Target from years back. I use my same floral pillow because I'm not getting rid of it no matter what color couch I have. The striped one is from Wayfair. It's the Laloy and Amber Lewis collection, and then the plaid one is from Target. Before I style the other side, I'm just adding another kinfolk book to my lamp to kind of raise it. And then again, this is from Target. All of my like cream throws I haven't been using because I had white sofas, but now I'm pulling them all out. Thank goodness I didn't sell them or donate them or anything like that, because they really came in handy for this brown sofa. And I'm just adding it here to give it more of like a cozy look. Plus we use all these blankets. This striped pillow cover is from Amazon years ago. The other one is from Woven Nook, and then the lumbar pillow is from Target. I used to use this brown plaid throw on my white sofa, but now I'm putting it here. It's from Amazon, and this pillow cover is from Woven Nook. Let me know if you think the brown chair with the brown sofa looks weird. I'm thinking of doing ottomans later on, or maybe a white chair, but for now I'm keeping it. I got the viral Home Goods vase that I didn't know was viral until I started seeing it, and I had already bought it. I'm adding some stems that I had from Hobby Lobby already. I don't know if they keep them stocked, but I got them about 2 years ago. This tray is from At Home. And this paper mache bowl is actually from Home Sense, but I also found the cream one at Home Goods, and I love it. I love the three legs on them. And I thought this really added like darkness to the coffee table. This is my favorite coffee table book that I have. It's called Soft Minimal. I did get it for like a clearance price at Marshall's because there was no tag and she just made one for me. But they do sell for like 50 bucks usually. And then I'm just adding my 3-footed candle holder from At Home. I'm in love with this thing. And just adding 2 candlesticks to it. And then I'm going to add a silver candle to the At Home tray that is also from At Home. And then a match cloche thing that I got from Home Goods, but then I just took off all the labeling.
Then you just stop trying.
I definitely didn't hyper focus on these shelves. I should have, but I used most of my budget for decorating the sofa and the coffee table. So everything that I have on these shelves are things that I already had, and I just kind of just made it work. The top shelf is entirely from Temu. This vase is from Hobby Lobby, and these Nandina stems are from Temu. And then I'm just adding some coffee table books, and as well as a frame that I just change out seasonally. The insert, I'll print it from my printer or or Walgreens, and I'll change it. For my mantle, I'm keeping it simple. I'm just adding 2 vases, and then I'm adding one of these books that I got from Home Sense on clearance for like 9 bucks, and then adding a bowl to be kind of a catch-all for remotes and whatnot on my mantle. It's from Home Goods. And then on the other side, I'm just adding again more frames that I use every season and just switch out the insert. Some coffee table books. This vase is from, I believe, Magnolia. And then I'm just adding asparagus stems from Hobby Lobby, adding another vase from Hobby Lobby, more table books, and then another frame with a candlestick. And that's pretty much it for my shelves. I'm about to just light a candle and then show you guys all the end shots. Definitely let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think the brown sofa works just as good as the white sofas? Do you think brown sofas are more in than white sofas now? Do you think the brown chair looks good, or should I be looking into different colors? I love hearing all your opinions and suggestions down below. I will see you guys in my next one, God willing, as always, which should be my dining room. I haven't touched that since the new year. And yeah, I'm itching to get my hands on that. I got some DIYs in mind for that room as well. So again, I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next one, God willing, as always.